Welcome to the Kuppersmith home. The Kuppersmith family lived in this home for over 50 years, and I purchased it a couple years ago, and I've been working hard, coming up with all kinds of ideas to accomplish something I've wanted to accomplish for years and years, and that's take a nice character-rich home like this. It's extremely well built, but a little neglected, and transform it into a low-maintenance, family-friendly home with some very practical and realistic approaches. That's exactly what we're going to do to this house over the next 13 weeks. Now, you can tell I'm pretty excited about this project, and when you see inside, you'll understand why. One feature you almost always see on every Tudor home is a unique front door, and I love the way this one is shaped and all of the grooved wood on it, but it's not in the best of shape. You can tell it's kind of flexing a little bit. I'm sure we'll be replacing that, but I love the way it looks, so I think we'll match it exactly like that. Now, one thing we're not going to remove from this house is something that everybody likes when they come into the house, is this fireplace mantle. Looks like it's marble, maybe some type of granite. We're gonna find that out and also find out the best way to restore it to the way it looked back in 1926. Hey, it's a pretty nice looking living room, plenty of room here, and also nice sized dining room in here. Plenty of windows. Of course, we'll be replacing all of those, but one thing that we're not going to replace is hardwood floor. Man, this looks great in a smaller width than you normally have. We'll be refinishing this, and it's going to look awesome, and that means that we're going to have to protect everything, cover it up real well before we do any demolition on the inside of the house. Hey, I thought this was kind of neat. Looks like a little door an elf would live in or something. It's kind of cool how it's a little small and utilizing all of that space that we have under the stairs. We may even enlarge that a little bit. Now, speaking of enlargement, look at this, how small this little bathroom is. Ceiling's only, well, less than 5 feet, very small footprint. We definitely will have to do something there. And it's also kind of odd that it's got the window that looks out into the sunroom there. I guess if you're having a party, you can keep the conversation going no matter where you go. Hey, when you're talking about a kitchen, you have to have a family-friendly kitchen, and even though this one is not the original kitchen and has been upgraded, it still needs a lot of work to make it more functional. So we have a lot of work ahead of us here. And think about this. This house is in Mobile, Alabama. It's a very hot part of the country, and this house never had any air conditioning in it until just over the last few years when a couple window units were installed. Pretty tough family to make it through the hot summers down here. Now let me show you a little porch area out here, give you kind of an idea of how a house like this evolves. Wood floor here would indicate, especially since it has a bit of a slope to it, that this originally was a small little porch. But at some point they enlarged it and built this little sunroom area. And you can tell that this was originally outside because the bricks are still exposed here. Now, the bricks that we remove from the outside of the house, wherever we may have to, we're going to save every one of them that we possibly can, because when you're adding on to a house like that, matching those bricks, probably one of the most important things to blend everything in. Hey, we're talking about character. Nothing brings character to a house better than a nice looking staircase. And even though this one isn't really that wide, we're going to save every bit of it, refinish it. It should look great. Now, I can't imagine how many times I'll be walking up and down these stairs over the next few months. Now, downstairs, those air conditioners are doing a fair job in keeping it fairly tolerable, but up here, it is really, really hot. Now, check out this small room here. Doesn't have a closet. It'll need a closet in order for us to convert that to one of our bedrooms. Fairly small, and this one, same way, fairly small, but at least it has a closet. We'll do a little bit of work in here, and it should be just perfect for a child's bedroom. Now, speaking of closets, check this funky closet out. Apparently original to the house, has a mosaic shower bottom in it here, and some type of tile on the walls to use as a shower, but they converted it to a closet at some point. Nice electrical work up there, and I don't have any idea what this rope does. I hate to pull it, but I'll be kind of curious to see what that actually is. Hey, you remember the old pink bathrooms from the 50s? Apparently this was remodeled back during that time, and everything was pink. Then the nice master bedroom, fairly good size, has the fireplace that stacks right on top of the fireplace we looked at downstairs. All of that will be redone so that we can have a fireplace in this bedroom, which will probably be one of the children's bedrooms, because we're going to build a master bedroom downstairs somewhere. And then to make the whole house feel a little larger, we're going to cut out a section of the floor here so that we can position a light fixture here so that when you're downstairs, you can see all the way up to this level. You know, there's a lot of things I've got to do to this house to make it the way I want it, but wait till you see outside.